Welcome to the Asian Oceanic Beach Ultimate Championships here in Shirahama, Japan. We're in the mixed division where you have Philippines mix taking on Migrant from Japan. This is the first of 3 in a row we have from the nations of the Philippines. We also have the women's team coming up after this, then followed by the men's team. So I'm sure lots of people tuning in the Philippines. I am Liam Grant, joined by Sofia Pereira. Are you excited for this game?
I am so excited. Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here on the first game of Day 2 of AOBUC, the WFDF AOBUC 2019 in association with BULA. This is going to be a really exciting game with 2 strong rosters on the field this morning. Yes, I am very excited.
And we have the Philippines starting off on offense. That is James Yap, one of the leaders on this team, picking up the disc. Shout out to any of the Yap family watching today. Do a lot of great work for Ultimate in the Philippines. We have a shot straight to the end zone, and that is a beautiful goal from the Philippines to start the game.
Well, that was a quick one. Look nice and easy at 8:30 in the morning, Liam. Nice and hot at 8:30 in the morning here as well. But it looks like the Philippine roster feels comfortable in this heat and comfortable on the sand. So these guys practice a lot, and from what I understand, the Yap brothers, and especially, I guess, James, they've done a lot of work for development of this team by providing training camps at their home in Casa Pilar.
Yeah, definitely a big family feel at Casa Pilar. And that was Chelsea with the first goal of the game.
These girls are fast.
Yeah, it's actually the first time we'll have a Filipino women's team, which we'll be seeing after this, taking on the Veggie Griffins from Japan. But now we see the Japanese on offense. Nakane with the disc. Tomada, deep shot straight away. This has some nice hang in it. Oh, some contact in that one, but catches it well under pressure. And then a nice cut and a stack, and 2 great offensive points to start this game.
Fantastic to see this team. Starting and the bookend, starting and closing off with the women. Women starting handling, and then at the end, the women scoring the point. They have some strong women on this roster. Some of them have been at the under-23s and under-24 championships previously, so this should be a very interesting game. Very different styles of play, it looks like, as well.
So yeah, no turnovers yet in this game. Conditions today, very calm. Actually, a little bit overcast. The sun hasn't come out just yet, so there's actually perfect conditions for Ultimate. Very little wind, not too hot, not too cold. So I think that's why we've seen some great clean Ultimate to start this game. And we see that quick give-go style from the Japanese. Now with Maklet. Back to one of the famous faces of Wendell with the backwards cap. One of the players who kind of brought Ultimate to Boracay back in the day. It's Dublin. Nice grab to keep it alive. Nice patient offense. Could give go action. One player isolated in the end zone. And they hit it with perfection. Great goal. G.
Another fantastic goal. Number 8 there had a crucial role there, playing as a safe handler in the back always. Wendell, always ready to receive and pass on the disc very safely, and that seemed like an easy, just like it should be.
Yeah, Philippine tends to make it look easier than it actually is a lot of the time. But yeah, great performance from them.
Training very hard for this, and you can see it by they're all in great shape. They're all very fast on the sand, and they've all been training a lot together. So about half this roster is from Boracay, from what I understand, and the other half is from all over the country.
It's from not Boracay.
That's right. No breaks yet, so.
And that pull is going to be bricked just out of bounds, so they have to take it 15 meters up from their own end zone line. Japanese playing with a vertical stack and no handlers backfield, everyone downfield. A typical Japanese style of offense with offset to the open side, looking for a break side cut. Good defense with Philippines, but it is Yoshida who gets open. Nice high release backhand. Oh, good pressure. Looks like there's a call on the play and it's uncontested. So we'll come back in with Naoya. Good swinging from Japan. Again, nobody back handling. Oh, another great grab under pressure. Big hammer fake. And that's a classic inside leading pass from the Japanese. Oh, and another great goal. No turnovers, 4 points into this game.
Fantastic. It's going to be a nice close game. It's a perfect way to start the day. How exciting.
Masami Yoshida played under 23 mixed in London. She also scored the winning goal in their opening game. Actually, the Japanese only playing one game so far.
Number 99 was also pivotal in this point, Choku. And the highlight of his ultimate career was Universe Point against Team Canada in under 23s in Canada, 2015. So we have a lot of talent on this roster. And it's obvious by the 2-2 score. I mean, these are two incredibly talented rosters.
And there's no time to rest here as we get a quick pull off. Philippines, different style of offense. They have the 2-3 horizontal stack. Different to kind of 1-4 vertical stack of Japan. So different styles, but both teams working very well. We have a great deep shot here. Can he get it off? And it looks like it's zoned from the Japanese, or at least some poaching in the lane. You can see the Japanese players on defense kind of sagging in the lane, trying to clog, block passes, make Philippines take lots of passes, which they oblige. Very happy just to keep the disc moving, getting a few yards here and there. Yap puts one up, a bit of a blade, and it's on the money. Great goal.
That was fantastic. It was a completely, almost like an indoor pass, which is the weather conditions today allow for that kind of pass to be just perfect, straight into the hands of the receiver. Incredible.
Yeah, I think you see the Japanese kind of sagging the lane, kind of blocking those passes. So Yap able to throw over the poach in the lane. So with these wind conditions, you can kind of get away with those throws. You can throw some blades. So that one worked perfectly. Shout out to WFDF supporting and promoting the global advancement of disc sports and spirit of the game. VC outfitting the world's best ultimate player since 1998. Discraft, the world leader in disc sports. Friction gloves, be prepared for the rain, humidity, cold, wind and more. Universe Point cleats, specifically designed for great sport of ultimate. Greatest, the number one bag, designed by and for ultimate players. BULA, Beach Ultimate Lovers Association, who are proudly supporting this event. And Eric, early recognition is critical. So yeah, it's been a perfect game so far. No team dropping the disc or turning over. Oh, and there's our first of the game. Philippines a chance to break. And there's a free player in the end zone, but again, the Japanese always trying to clog, allowing Philippines easy reset, but making it difficult to throw upfield. Karen, who is 17 years old, first time on a plane just a few days ago. A lot of youth development happening in the Philippines. Again, good defense from the Japanese. Really trying to slow down the Philippines, not let them play their give-go handler style. Yeah, just slowing down and stifling the Philippines so far, but they eventually get that shot to the break side. Oh, and it's incomplete.
Just slightly too far now to reach. Okay, so
Yeah, I like that defensive look from Japan.
It's very interesting. Perfect. It's almost like a perfect poaching. It's they're really containing the very different styles of defense.
You see the Philippines with a flat mark, and there's a little cheeky scuba over the top. It's going to work out well. Nice continuation cut. Yeah, Yoshida caught the winning goal in their first game, winning on Universe Point. So both teams haven't lost a game in this tournament just yet. Now we see a flick blade to the far side. Oh, an amazing layout catch. Japan hold their offensive point. Nakane with a great goal.
Amazing. And so it stays. No breaks yet in this game, making it up to 3-3. Nice to see this Philippine roster. It's a large roster of 20, actually 20 players here. And it was great to see number 14 play. He's one of the, about half this roster was at Worlds, at Beach Worlds in 2017 in France. And not number 14 here. He was not there, and he did a great job in this point as well. Wilbur did a great job handling the disc at this point. So let's see. Who do you think is going to break first?
Well, they have such different styles of defense. The Philippines very much playing a hard, intense defense, trying to shut down their own player. Japan very much kind of sagging in the lane, trying to catch out a little poach. You can see that the Japanese almost standing around, hanging in the lanes, but it is actually a very smart defense. And it's probably the right style for them. Nobody wants to try and run after these Filipino players. Maybe better trying to set those poachers, trying to set a trap.
Oh, you're right. I think it's almost impossible to shut down one-on-one. You're very, very fast and you move very quickly. We were watching their warm-up drill and couldn't understand how it worked.
Yeah. That was true. Interesting warm-up drills from the Filipinos. And another great goal. I think that was Chelsea again. This O-line for the Philippines yet to turn over. Shout out to Hendrix Mamming, who unfortunately got denied a visa and could not come.
Unfortunately, there were some issues with visas.
Always a story at all the championships about visas. I forget sometimes how lucky we are living in Europe. Usually a little easier to get visas. But I'm sure he's cheering on his teammates who are playing valiantly so far today.
And yeah, he's been substituted by Pau Mariano. He is now wearing the number 27 shirt.
And proudly representing his nation. Again, very flat forces from the Philippines. Oh, and a leading pass out works just well. Nice touch on that one. And now Japan keeping the disc. Dealing with the very flat forces from the Philippines. Don't really seem to be forcing a particular direction. Trying to shut down every pass, all sides of the disc. Oh, and there's a poach in the lane from Philippines. Great defensive play. Oh, and a drop. So, short field for the Philippines. Let's see what end zone offense they come up with.
Oh, wow. They're putting 4 in the end zone.
And that works out eventually, maybe on the third or fourth cut. Getting
Impressive. Pretty impressive speed and cutting speed. I mean, it's not easy to get rid of this defense. That was pretty impressive. So it stays as no breaks in this game yet. 4-4, first game of the day. That's a great way to start. How exciting. We were talking a little bit about that yesterday, how the difference between a club team and a national team as far as the opportunities to train together. So even though the team from Japan, the Migrant, don't get to play all know each other. It's a smaller roster. Whereas the team from the Philippines, Team Philippines, this is actually the national team from the Philippines, the mixed team, get a chance to train together sometimes, but all together no, because half of the team is not from Boracay.
So we now have the Philippines on offense again. Keeping with that same offensive line. James Yap. Chelsea out there as well. And that was shot to the end zone. That's going to be contested, but a great grab in the end zone. Beautiful play.
Talk about trusting your receiver. I mean, that was pretty impressive. Those curvy throws that go straight into the hands of the receiver, no matter how well positioned the defense is. Put the disc there. It's pretty impressive.
And that was Antonio.
That was Antonio, who is actually Bolantoy. Well, he is Antonio, but he likes to be called Bolantoy.
And both these teams playing in mixed pool A. And I'll give you some of the results. So Philippines on their first game yesterday won 13-1 against Guam mixed. Migrant played Team Wasabi and won 10-9 on Universe Point. Philippines played Wasabi and won 13-5. So difference in the scorelines there. And then we also saw Guam mixed lose 9-11 to China mixed yesterday. So interesting group. Still plenty to play for in the mixed division, which is the biggest division here at Shirahama. Asaka.
It's interesting to see also how this team will adjust to the beach as the week wears on. Like as you said yesterday, they won by Universe, a team that the Philippines beat by a decent margin. But then again, now they've had a day to lay sand and adjust their throws to sand, and you can see that today. I mean, this is as close as it can get, basically. There's been no breaks, a couple of turnovers that resulted in break that were turned over by. And now 5-5.
Yeah, Isaka with the goal. Nice inside flick, leading pass. Yeah, so Philippines have had 2 chances to break. Have yet to convert any of them. So game on serve. Shout out to team manager Abigail, who I believe is doing a lot of live streams on her phone, but gets a little break now that we're taking over for the next 3 hours. Yeah, does a lot of great work for Philippines. Also, you know Karen pretty well.
Yep, I know Karen really well, the chair of the Beach Ultimate Committee for the WFDF. I've known Karen since 2007 in Brazil, at Worlds in Brazil, and that's when I met the Philippine, actually the men's team, on which Karen played. It's interesting how this defensive line didn't go very well. It seemed like they were trying to find their space, the defense, and the Philippines really quickly took advantage of that.
Chelsea and Mocklet connecting there for a great goal. We saw the Philippines that time having kind of the 3 male players back handling and isolate their female cutters downfield to quickly score a goal in 2 passes.
Completely different from their previous points that they've been putting 1 woman and 1 man handling and then horizontal, but nice to see that changing it up. So we're going to be seeing a lot of the Philippine squads today. We have the next 2 games. Great.
Yeah, I might try and get up to YouTube, live stream, live chat, and get a few shout outs. If you're watching at home, let us know who you're cheering for. And we see the first really big hook of the game. Oh, and caught under pressure. Keeping possession well here. And again, that classic inside leading break pass to the handlers from the Japanese, working really well. Amano. Again, these flat marks allowing for that kind of leading handler pass from the Japanese, and they've been taking it every time.
Fantastic tight defense by the Philippines, making it difficult, but Migrant are managing well to keep the disc moving and to keep possession under quite intense defense, and then that was just the perfect time and the perfect pass.
Amano with the goal. Fantastic point from him. He has a lot of stall 9, stall 8 throws coming from Japan, but they never hesitate. Score is now 6-6, I believe.
6-6. So very quick points as well, Liam. This is going quickly for the next halftime. You can see the hand signaling of the 3 women. This is gender rule A.
Another clean goal from the Philippines.
And halftime. Quick game, Liam. So far. Quick points. Very little turnovers, couple of turnovers that didn't actually turn into a break. This is a great way to start the day. It's very nice to see all the communication between the team players. And lots of cheering. It's great. It's great to see the Philippine beach ultimate in the Philippines is just impressive. I'm good friends with Tim Morrill, and he spent some time there on Boracay Island training the team and training himself, and it was an incredible experience for him as far as just how to properly train. What an advantage when you can train daily for beach ultimate all year round.
So still no breaks in this game. And just a quick half time. Oh, nice leading pass. Seems like a different kind of defense a little bit from here at the Philippines. Deep shots on. That one's going to sail high. Oh, and I didn't think he's going to get there, but incredible jump on the sand.
Beautiful jump on the sand. That looked like he was on a trampoline.
Yeah, towering into the Shirahama sky, and now seeing
They got it back.
first pass turnover from the Philippines. You can see that defense from the Japanese. One, the handler's poaching lane, everyone's standing deep of their receiver. Oh, and a big hammer over the top.
Nice hammer, nice viewing of your receiver there above everybody. Fantastic. Amazing how fast this Philippine squad is, and how this team from Japan is just finding their space and finding the ability to move the disc between themselves without making it look too difficult. It's amazing. Such different styles of play, but somehow sparring very nicely against each other to make it a very exciting game. This is really neat.
So third opportunity to break there, and the Philippines could not convert yet again. Japan even haven't had the opportunity yet to break. perfect offense in the first half from the Philippines.
But they're doing a great job on D, not allowing the Philippines to make those turnovers into a break. Here we go, they're back into the woman in one woman, one man handling and then the horizontal stack. Moving it almost halfway up the field, just between them.
It seems like they play three handlers all the time. It's just whether they have three women or three men on the line. Again, a quick goal from Philippines. That O-line doesn't spend too much time on the field.
No, that O-line's very efficient. Very efficient. 3-4 passes and it's done. It's great to see G out there. She's just such a safe receiver as a handler. She's just fantastic. She will catch the pull and just be there as a safe handler. We've seen her also go straight through one time. Also very nice to have such a large roster. A 20-person roster is very nice as the week wears on. It's there's always fresh legs. I mean, we can see that by the large number of subs on the sideline right there. Oh, we can see their compatriots cheering on the Philippines.
Philippines getting pumped up. This is the loudest crowd we've seen. And a great deep shot. I think this one's going to work out for Japan. Great layout catch. So able to handle the crowd and pressure here, this Japanese team, as they shoot to the end zone. Oh, another great layout catch, 2 in a row.
Oh, that was fantastic. What a great layout catch.
The Philippines well able to handle the pressure, as are the Japanese. We cannot separate these two teams at the moment.
And there still has not been one goal scored on the break side end zone.
Yeah, the score 8-all now. The Philippines could have a perfect game here. They've starting on offense, if they don't turn over, they win the game. So
far.
It'd be tough for the Japanese if they lost whatever getting broken. That would be.
They put on great defensive pressure on those 2 times or 3 times that there has been a turnover. They've got the disc back.
Again, look at this half-court defense here from Japan. They're not playing defense in the first half of the field, which I think is great. It reminds me it's basketball. They're playing basketball out here.
Yeah, this is very interesting. They just sort of stand there in the right position. And then they turn on the turbo half on the other half of the field.
I like it. I think they want to just slow down the Philippines, so play that half-court defense, and there's the easy goal.
That was definitely difficult to stop there in the quick movements.
So I found out what Shirahama means in Japanese.
What does it mean?
Shira means white, and Hama means sand. So it's pretty easy to understand why the town has this name. So we also have a Shirakami on the Japanese team, which means white god.
Oh.
He's on that D-line. No godly plays just yet, but you know, I think if Japan can stay tight in this game and maybe try and break in one of those last 2 points, maybe stack a particular line and try and get that break.
A couple of beautiful layouts, a couple of godly layouts in this game. Definitely white sand. I had breakfast this morning with Don, the photographer. It'd actually be great to see the picture of these beautiful backgrounds. This beach is absolutely stunning. Tight Filipino defense.
Again, Philippines given that easy swing, but hard to get to their cutters downfield.
Very smart defense by Japan.
I think
Smart positioning and reserving energy for closer to the end zone.
I think Philippines need to change their offensive tactics to get with this defense. Having three handlers kind of plays into the Japanese trap a little bit. Push some of your players downfield. Oh, and they get it back again.
And again. A non-fortuitous break. Turnover. This is great.
Good patient offense here from Japan. And there comes the deep shot. This one is going to be contested, but the trusty hands of Naoya. And they hold their offense yet again. They've lost it a couple times, but got it back every single time.
Amazing, Liam. So the pressure's on.
It can be a little disheartening for your D-line when you're getting those opportunities but can't convert them. I know Japan haven't got one yet, but you feel maybe given one opportunity, they're likely to take it.
Yep, that's all you need. Sometimes it doesn't matter how many opportunities you have. It's really whether you can make it happen. But this is very exciting. Great way to start the day. Both teams look happy and positive at this point. You don't see heads up and smiles, which is great. That's a great game also for the players. It's really nice to have a highly competitive game.
Some nice singing and dancing, I think, from the Philippines men's team. Cheering on their teammates. Yep, happy to let that pull drop. No half-court defense this time from the Japanese. They're going to play a little bit further up the field. Oh, and a great touch on the disc, but still gets the receiver. That could have been the first turnover for the Philippines, but I think they're going to get away with that one. Yep, sitting back in plenty of position. And good. The defense here from Japan are not running too hard, but they're very, very smart. And now a shot to the end zone, and it is a goal for the Philippines.
So this is not very usual. I wonder if this will be one of those games that you just win simply because of when you had offense and defense. I mean, we've had no breaks here. But lots can still happen.
Could this be the D line to get the first break for Philippines? Interesting to see.
Two well-matched teams, two very different styles of play, both on O and on D. It's great to see. Obviously, Migrant has adjusted to sand quite quickly. They're playing a great game and really conserving energy.
Oh, deep shot from Japan. Two poaches in there. Oh. And coming around the corner is Philippines. They're looking to move things quickly now. Moving a little better now, the Philippines on offense from this D-line. And again, it goes to the ground. 35 minutes gone on the clock so far. Oh, and a swing around pass. Miscommunication with the receiver. Now a short field for Philippines. And they score the first break of the game. They've been knocking on the door a couple of times, and finally they break on through.
That was great. Really hard defense. They deserve that. That was really, he had absolutely very little choice, very little opportunities to pass it on to his teammates.
And
Defensive pressure was huge. So they did get their first break after about 5 or 6 turnovers that didn't turn into a break. They finally got it. Well deserved. Let's see now if Japan can do the same.
yeah, it's going to be difficult for them now because their O-line would have been tired after that point, and you send the same players back on. I see most of them going back out there. So I think Philippines will try and keep the momentum, keep that pressure on. They can send out a fresh D-line.
It's also a shorter roster. They have 13 here. So it is a shorter roster, so the game does... they look fresh and happy.
Tough task from now is they need to get 2 breaks to win the game. I'm liking the orange cones we have in this showcase field.
Yeah, I agree.
They're kind of
I
the...
like the cone marking the brick as well. It's very visible. You can see the 15-meter brick now. It's like a third of the length of the field.
Yeah, I like these kind of orange goalposts.
Very balanced rosters. Everybody that's on the field has a significant role on offense and on defense. You see everybody gets the disc.
Deep shot goes up. This one's going to hang.
What's going to happen here?
A lot of competition in the air. Oh, I think there might be a strip called.
This will be the first call of the game.
Yeah, most things quickly uncontested, and this may be the same. So I think they're supposed to tap it in where the strip or foul occurred.
So if it was a strip in the end zone,
It would be a goal.
it would be a point, and if it was a foul, he will have to go to the end zone line, which it seems that maybe it is contested. It's going back. So that was probably a contested foul or a contested strip, and it's going back. So for those of you who are coming in and are not ultimate players, strip basically means that you had control of the disc and the defense hit it out of your hands, and a foul is a contact.
Oh, and another strip, I think, being called here.
Yes, it looks like he's saying he had control of the disc and then it was smacked out of his hand, so that would be a strip.
Yes, this is one's going to be uncontested. Deep shot is on straight away. And again, they get the D. Good pressure here from the Philippines, trying to get 2 breaks in a row. I'd like to...
Right time to do it in the game. If you get 2 breaks in a row at this point of the game.
Quick deep shot.
This is a beautiful shot. And they do it. 2 breaks in a row. Bringing it now to a 12-9, so that makes it more difficult. Not impossible, though. I mean, we've seen this Philippine team do something incredible at Worlds in Hoi An. They came down from an 8-2 up to win it at Universe 9-8. I mean, it was an incredible game, which is actually broadcast and available if you ever want to watch it.
Yeah, no, an incredible team. I think when they can get their breaks rolling like they just have now, they have a lot of fresh legs, a lot of great defensive players to send out again. Makes it very difficult for the O-line to go back out there and play against the fresh legs. You'll see now the Japanese team, Migrant, do they keep the same players who just played 2 points in a row? Do they call timeout? What do they do to try and stop this break train from the Philippines?
This is the hardest decision at this point. If you keep playing your top players, they eventually get exhausted. And it is now, and it's essential basically that they score and keep scoring because at 13 the game will stop. Let's see if Japan can keep the game going.
So Japan need to score this point to keep the game alive. There's a deep shot there, and they take it. And they have not really been connecting on their deep shots in the last 1 or 2 points.
No, but the defensive pressure from the Philippines is just incredible. It's not giving them much options.
Yeah, I think the roster size coming into play here. Oh.
Unfortunate drop. There we go. Maybe Japan is going to stay in the game. Let's see what happens now. This is exciting. Fantastic.
And again, just not connecting on their throws. Looking a little tired now, the Migrants.
The legs start to scream. So what would you think? That would be nice to see the Philippine team play against the Indian mixed team.
Yeah, that's the 1 and 2 seeds of this tournament. I feel like we'll definitely see that game, or at least I hope we will. It should be a classic.
2 large roster teams as well, so that they all have fresh legs, both very fast on sand, very different styles of play as well. And now here we have a timeout. You can see the Philippine team just relaxing and singing together almost.
I'd like to see them change their tactic for their D-line offense. They can have 3 handlers and 2 people downfield, and it plays into that poach. I think in that situation, you have to go deep from the handler spot and keep doing that, and it really makes it very difficult for them to poach off the handlers in that sense. And just keep people moving, keep people active, because they've kind of been slowed down by the Japanese, and they just need to keep running through their poaches. Even if it's there, drag them out of position.
Although you see this Japanese, the defense from Migrant was great initially at stopping them, but the Philippine team has basically adjusted to it and has obviously been doing a great job of it. So we're down to the last opportunities here for Japan. If the Philippines score this point, then the game is over.
So Philippines looking to break to win.
Looks like the defense from Japan has adjusted a little bit as well.
And they have that pass down the sideline. Again, then we almost 4 people in the handler set from the Philippines. I think they're just not used to the style of defense from Japan. And now the deep shot, nice low hook. And that is the game for Philippines. They win in style, a few breaks to win the game. Valiant effort from Migrant from Japan, Tokyo. They fought really hard, maybe just ran out of steam with the shorter roster as the game went on, but fantastic game ultimate to start today.
That was incredible point. Great timing and great cut by Karen there. She was ready from the beginning of this point, right here, just waiting. Did you see her in athletic position? She ran across the field, didn't get the disc, just waited for the perfect time because they broke through that defense that they were doing, and boom, that's it. Done. What a great way to start the day. Thanks, Liam. This was great. I'm not a morning person, but this is definitely a positive morning experience.
Yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be back in just a second with the Veggie Griffins from Japan to take on the Japanese women's national team. Thank you very much.